Okay, hello. This is Andrew's self-titled rock show. Now, let me right off the bat say that it's a very dumb name. It's a very unoriginal name. Everyone may kind of be familiar with Steven's untitled rock show that appears on the Fuse network, but this has nothing to do with that. It is in no way affiliated with that. Just by looking at it for more than 15 minutes, you can tell that it's in no way affiliated with that. But it is a music video show. That's the whole point. That's what I'm looking to do here. I'm going to play some music videos, and I'm going to talk about music-related things going on in and around New York City. This is a show that started off at Purchase College, which I just graduated from. I did it there for a year on our TV station at Purchase PTV, and now I'm doing it from my living room in Astoria, Queens. I'm open to any requests or any feedback from people. You can just shoot me an email if you want to see something on the show, if you want to tell me that I'm a complete asshole that doesn't deserve to be on YouTube talking about music in New York or something like that. But otherwise, I'm just going to kind of shoot the shit with the people on YouTube that I think are out there that probably aren't out there, but that's okay. And I'm going to talk about music. I'm going to talk about whatever I really feel like talking about. It's a very egomaniacal kind of a show. Somebody called me an egomaniac recently, which was kind of funny. So this kind of goes along those lines. So this is my vanity project, and I hope that this will be kind of interesting to people that like music and like music in New York. So that's pretty much what I'm going for, and I'm just going to play some videos every week. And if you like them, great. If you don't, then you don't have to watch anymore. So yeah, here's the show. Right now we're going to watch Titus Andronicus' Arms Against Atrophy. It's off their album, The Airing of Grievances. The Airing of the Grievances is the album by Titus Andronicus, and that came out recently. Got rave reviews from pretty much all the big music people across the country that pay attention to that kind of thing. They're actually playing a lot. They played a ton in New York City leading up until the 4th of July when I saw them. And then they're playing like 3 days in a row in New York on July 11th, 12th, and 13th, culminating with a show that they're playing at the Mercury Lounge, which is a pretty big lineup. I think it's Titus Andronicus, Ponytail, and another band that I'm going to play later on, which I'll talk to you about when I get to them. So this video is going to be Titus Andronicus, Arms Against Atrophy, and this is Andrew's self-titled rock. That was Titus Andronicus, Arms Against Atrophy. Like I said, I saw them on the 4th of July. I don't know if people realize that their name comes from Shakespeare's very first play. They're a funny band because they're not really, you watch them play and you don't think referencing Shakespeare in their band name, having a song that's literally called Albert Camus, who's the guy that wrote The Stranger, which is like highfalutin literature out there. So they're kind of a funny mix of not what you'd expect to be pretentious references in their music and then just kind of fun music. So that's pretty funny. I referenced the fact that they're playing a show with another band that I'm going to play a video of, and that's what I'm going to lead into right now. This band is called Abe Vigoda, and yes, that is the name of the band, also the name of the actor that played Fish in The Godfather. They're playing the Seaport show that No Age is playing. No Age is playing at South Street Seaport on July 11th, and No Age is pretty much like blowing up at this point. So Abe Vigoda is opening that show. So this song is going to be it's not off of their album that's coming out. They have an album coming out this Tuesday, which is July 8th, that's called Skeleton. So I don't know where this song came from, but this is a video that they have on YouTube, and hopefully people will enjoy that. So here's Abe Vigoda. That was Abe Vigoda. That song is called All Night and Day. They are, like I said, playing this Friday at the South Street Seaport with No Age. So if you like that song, I guess, and you're in New York, or you're going to be in New York by this Friday, you can go check them out at the Seaport. So the next video that we're going to watch is by a band called Wye Oak. Now, Wye Oak, if you want to know, is the state tree, the official state tree of Maryland. And this band happens to be from Baltimore, so that's the immediate tie-in. Apparently the Wye Oak was a giant white oak tree. I don't know if, I guess Wye has something to do with white, so the tree was famous for being really big, really old, and really like indestructible. But it actually has now been destroyed, I think, by lightning or something like that. So this band is a two-piece. It's a man and a woman. The man plays drums and keyboards, and the woman sings and plays guitar. The interesting thing about this band is that the drummer who plays keyboards does both at the same time. So he drums with both of his feet and then plays keyboards with his left and right hand he does it all at the same time. Crazy to me. I don't have the hand-eye coordination to walk and chew gum at the same time. That has nothing to do with hand-eye coordination, but I'm not coordinated enough to do those two things. So I don't know how this guy can drum and play keyboards at the same time. So this is going to be the song Warning, and this is Wye Oak. Okay, so what I'm going to show you right now, which is our next to last video, is Phosphorescent's song, A Picture of Our Torn Up Praise. Now, phosphorescent rolls off the tongue. Very chemical, earth, science-y name, but it's just one guy. His name is Matthew. He's originally from Georgia. He lives in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn now. That's what it says. His MySpace location is Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, so I assume that that's where he lives now. This is kind of an alternative, kind of country-sounding band. It's a full band. The sound is full. It's not just one guy, but it is just one guy in name, pretty much. This song is off of Pride. It's the first song on Pride, and he is coming back to New York to play at the Bowery Ballroom and the Music Hall of Williamsburg on August 2nd and 3rd. The Bowery is on the 2nd, and the Williamsburg show's on the 3rd. So if you want to catch him playing live in the city soon, be sure to do that on those days. So this is Phosphorescent, and this is Andrew's self-titled rock show. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this show up. This is the inaugural broadcast of Andrew's Self-Titled Rock Show on YouTube. I've played some videos that I'm pretty happy about. I like the bands, I like the videos and what they got going on in them and whatnot. This last video is kind of a throw to ripping it and country jam from down south style. I don't know what that means. This last video is Creedence Clearwater Revival. My man Jose, who's a good friend of mine, give him a shout out right now on YouTube. Shout out my boys. He asked me to play some Creedence on the show tonight, so I figure I'll go with a live performance that I found of them playing Midnight Special. That's how we're going to end the show. I hope that this went off pretty well to people watching it for the first time. Like I said, you can reach me at the email address that you now see on the screen if you want to either request a video that I can play next week or just kind of send me an email saying that I'm a complete asshole and that this show was terrible and that you shouldn't stop talking about music and stop playing music because you don't know what you're doing and blah, 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 blah. For now, I guess this is a shout to taping it here in my living room and just kind of playing some jams. So this is Creedence with Midnight Special.